Hey you guys, welcome to today's video. I am Sami Abusaad, Director of Education at T3 Live, coming on with an important video to discuss a topic that is often not really discussed in trading, which is the inherent risk involved. Trading is quite risky in that you could do all the right things and still lose money due to an honest mistake or due to a malfunction in your platform or something like this. So there's an inherent risk involved in trading. And today I'm going to show you how that risk or that inherent risk really got me. Before I start, be sure to check out the links in the description of the video. Be sure to hit the like button. That helps me out if you find benefit in this video and like it. So today I was trading the FOSL, doing all the right things, taking the best plays, doing all the right things, and then I lost almost $3,400 on FOSL. Let me show you the FOSL, and then we'll come back and take a look at this. FOSL was a gap down today under a base, ended up getting bought. Most gap downs have been getting bought as the market has been just super bullish. And FOSL gave us a really nice 1, 2, 3 pattern on the 2-minute chart. So if you look at the 2-minute, here it is. Check this out. Red bar, right? So that's a wide range igniting bar, a narrow range bar, and then trigger short. What a beauty. So I did it short with the room. It was an official call. The problem with the FOSL was it was on an uptick. So if I were to pull this up real quick, let me move this out of the way. And if I type FOSL, you're going to see at the bottom here it says SSR, short sale restricted, because the FOSL was down more than 10% today. So if a stock is down 10% or more on any given day, it goes on an uptick for the remainder of that day and the following day, the entire day, the following day. So FOSL was on an uptick, which means the stock has to get bought. Somebody has to be buying it before you can get filled shorting it. So I tried to get filled as much as I can. I mean, try to get my size, but all I could get was 500 shares, and then later on another 100 shares I got filled, 600 shares on FOSL. Now, when this pop happened, I got filled some more, okay? And I thought, okay, great. Now I had at that point I think I had 2,500 shares, which was perfect. But I thought that was, that it took all my orders, and I didn't realize that I still had 17,000 shares worth of orders that didn't really get filled there. Now, what I do is when I'm trying to short something that's on an uptick and I'm having a hard time getting filled on it, I send multiple orders, just multiple orders. I show the room all the time. Sometimes I send 20, 30 orders. If you trade with the keyboard like I do, with hotkeys, I can cancel all the orders with one key, with one stroke. So I don't have a problem 99% of the time, okay? But today I assumed that my orders all got filled, and that I didn't have any more open orders. So FOSL short took half at 1303. I believe 1303, and then that was the low of the day, and then I trailed the back half to 1315. So the 5-minute bar is high, I think, or 13 or 30, somewhere here, 1315, over 1315. Trailed the back half, and then I went about my day or my morning to looking for other things. I had just gotten off the mic in the morning, and FOSL was popping really hard. And apparently I had still 17,000 shares worth of orders that I didn't know I had opened. So the FOSL, so this got me filled on all my orders. By the time I got out, I had lost about, I think, 25 cents, just 25 cents, not a whole lot, but I had 17,000 shares. So that from being up, I think, $500-600 to down 3,300. So I lost about 4K on that. And okay, no problem. I mean, big problem because I don't like to do that, right? That's just not cool. But here's the thing, and this is what I'm trying to tell you in today's video is that there are at least two types of mistakes that we traders make. One is the result of just an honest mistake. You know, I forgot I had some open orders, right? Something like this. Um, I had one time, this is my biggest loss of all time, was I was in HOT. It's no longer a stock. It's I think what is it called? Starwood, the the what is it called? The mall developer or owner, I guess, that got bought by Marriott. MAR, is that the right symbol? Yeah, Marriott. Now this was at the end of 2000 and at the end of October 2015. Let me see actually. Yeah, I can bring it up on my other platform. It's still a symbol. So this was it. October 28th, right at the end of 2015. Right at the end of October 2015. I was in a short. I had 2,500 shares or 2,700 shares, and I got filled. I was, and then the platform froze. At the end of the day, the platform froze. I couldn't get out of it. I closed. I was able to get out of about 500 or 700 shares in the after hours, and the remaining shares, which were about 2,000 shares, I had short overnight. Stock gapped up. I lost $20,000. Now I had been complaining to my broker at the time. I was with Legend Securities at the time. I had been complaining to my broker about the the platform Sterling freezing every at the end of the day on most days, last couple minutes of the day, and and so that day that's what happened, and I lost $20,000. As a result, my broker decided to take a quarter of the loss, moved it into his error account. So my loss ended up being a $16,000 loss. That's my biggest loss of all time. The next day, the very, very next day, I made $10,000. And today, as you can see, I not only recovered, but I ended the day up $2,500. Okay? So why am I showing you this, or why am I talking about this? Because I want you to know a couple of things. One is the honest mistakes. When you make an honest mistake, it doesn't really, for me, it doesn't hurt my psychology, right? It's just a mistake. Just like if somebody in your if a friend or a family member made a mistake and it was an honest mistake, they didn't intentionally try to hurt you, deceive you, whatever it is. You just, you say everybody makes mistakes. You forgive and you move on, right? In trading, when I make an honest mistake, it only gives me more determination to go out there and trade hard, right? Um, because it's an honest mistake. The mistakes that damage our psychology are the intentional mistakes, are the mistakes that are the result of lack of discipline, not following your trading plan, not doing what you're supposed to do, the result of lack of patience sometimes, trading out of boredom, revenge trading. Those are the mistakes that damage your psychology. And your psychology is your greatest asset as a trader. You can be the world's best technician. If you don't have a really solid psychology, it's not going to happen, okay? So I encourage you to not let mistakes bring you down or disappoint you, but make sure they're the honest type mistakes, which we all make, right? Today's mistake was pretty costly, and most of the time, you make a mistake, you lose 100, 200, whatever, right? But not $3,000 or 30, actually about 4,000 because I was up on FOSL first. But as you can see, again, if it's that type of mistake, it only makes me stronger as a trader. All right, guys, that's the message. Continue to be disciplined. Continue to be patient, right? Do what you know you should do. Most of the time, we know what we should do. You know what you should do, but you just don't do it, right? So I encourage you to use all the discipline, all the patience that you can to do what you're supposed to do, to follow your trading plan, and the honest mistakes will only make you stronger, okay? As they do to me. The honest mistakes honestly make me just stronger. And then the other thing to keep in mind always is there is inherent risk involved in trading. I mean, there's just no two ways about it. You can't eliminate it. Without risk, there can be no reward. So you just have to accept that. Without risk, there can be no reward, but there is definitely an inherent risk involved in trading, and that's why oftentimes I'm double checking, triple checking, making sure that I'm not making any mistakes, honest or the other type, doesn't matter. Because there, you make one mistake and then bam, you get hit, you get killed sometimes, right? Like it happened to me with the FOSL today. At any rate, was a very nice day. I actually have one other position that I played, but I did it in my swing account, which was the AIG because I kept it swing. So here's the AIG short, called for the room this afternoon. Not on an uptick, thankfully, so no problem getting filled. Short under this doji bar, stop above it, and then took half at 80, I think, at 41.80, something like this, right here. And then the back half at the end of the day. Actually, I didn't close the back half. I still have 300 shares, so I closed only half of the back half, so 1/4. Okay, so 1,200 shares initially, half here, 600, 300 at the end of the day, and 300 as a swing. Why swing? Because it's a weekly sell setup. What a beautiful weekly sell setup. So the AIG is in my swing account. But at any rate, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I try to, I like to keep it real. Most of the time, almost every single day, I come out ahead, and we do very well in the strategic day trader room. All of these, the vast majority of them, the CTL, the INO this morning, the KO, lots of these were the SIX. SIX I had a hard time getting filled on, were called in the room. So these are all good plays called in the room. But I come out ahead on most days, almost every day. But sometimes we have some tough moments and some tough days, and today was one of those days. And I try to keep it real and share with you whatever it is that we end up experiencing. We're all in it together. We're all in the same boat. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to, again, check out the links and hit the like button if you liked the video and found benefit in it. That helps me out a lot. And with that, I'm going to say have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.